So I'm going to be honest here and say exactly what I'm feeling. And I'm going to try to keep this video sweet and short and sweet, because there's not much to say that hasn't already been said. But I just really need to rant. And to say I'm pissed would be an understatement. If you're like me, you probably were looking forward to the PvE and have been ever since its inception. In fact, the main reason I really got back into Overwatch 2 was because of the PvE. I kept telling myself this horrible matchmaking and these horrible balance patches and these horrible updates and the lack of content, it's all worth it, because at the very end there's going to be that big giant gold carrot that we have been chasing and waiting for, and we finally get it. But no, it's like when we finally grow up only to realize that all those dreams we were promised and all those times we were told we could be whatever we wanted or we could do whatever we wanted, it's a lie. Blizzard has been leading us on for 3+ years, but then they announced it out of like nowhere. Sorry, but PvE is canceled. Yes, we know you've wasted all your time playing our game in hopes that there will finally be something worth playing for, but nope, sorry, it's canceled. But feel free to go and buy a $20 skin. Thank you. Have a nice day. The way they worded there's no PvE, that's exactly what it felt like. It felt like they didn't care. You could tell this was worded from someone, or it was said by someone who has no passion for playing games, who doesn't understand how excited the fans were, you know, the ones who made your game a success in the first place and still continue to make it a success to this day. They don't understand how excited we were. Now, this is funny for a multitude of reasons, and the easiest one to regurgitate, which is the funniest, is that they basically released Overwatch 2 just to add more monetization. Okay, we get push, but who loves push? Like, no one's raising their hand. There's probably a few in the back, but for the most part, no one's raising their hand. That's all we got with Overwatch 2. Oh, and they took away a role. We get 5v5 and push. That's it. But the biggest reason for Overwatch 2 was the monetization. Now, we don't get to earn skins. Nope. We get to pay $20 for the privilege of owning a skin. That's right. That's all Overwatch 2 was. It was just a way to monetize the heroes. Like, Overwatch 2 pretty much redefined releasing a sequel. In fact, they actually released a prequel to the main game, which was basically supposed to be worse than the first game. In Overwatch 2, we got less content, we got less maps, we got so many features removed, so much polish, and all for what? For PvE to get canceled. The biggest head scratcher here is you ask yourself, what in the world have they been working on? They stopped releasing content for Overwatch 1, which pretty much killed the game and any hype it had, because let's be real, when you got games like Apex and Fortnite, Call of Duty that's constantly doing live events and keeping their game fresh, it's not gonna survive when there's like a period of nothing. As fun as a game is, doing the same thing every day, 3 years straight, is gonna get boring. And so they killed Overwatch 1 for a reason that now will never come to fruition. And believe me, I was one of those people who played. I have been playing Overwatch religiously for the last, since it launched. Like, seriously, like, the amount of time I have put into Overwatch is more than I would like to admit. And when Overwatch 2 launched, I basically went into this game thinking, well, it's all going to be worth it because PvE is coming. I can slug it out and I can put more time into the game. It's a fun game. I enjoy the game, so why not? But you know, little did my naive self know, and like a lot of us, that Blizzard was lying. That feels so wrong, because no, I didn't spend money on $20 skins, but I did buy the battle pass each season. And so I feel like I gave Blizzard exactly what they want. They wanted me to do that. They wanted everyone to do that, because there was this glimmer of hope that we were going to get PvE. but no more. I'm not buying the battle pass anymore. Like, in fact, I'm not playing this game anymore until at least season 6, when the new story mode launches and when the new support hero launches. But yeah, it's just frustrating, because what exactly were they doing the last 3 years? Because when Overwatch 2 launched, all we got was 2 new heroes, and now to hear that PvE has been canceled, it's like, what exactly have they been doing? We only got 5 new maps with Overwatch 2. Like, they killed Overwatch 1 just for 5v5 and push modes. Like, there's no way you can justify it. And what are they doing? We get 2 balance patches every season. We get one at the start of the season, and then we get one in the middle of the season. Unless there's something absolutely broken, like Flying Sigma, Ramontra, or Doom not absorbing damage like they're supposed to be, we don't get any more patches. So what are they doing? There's no PvE anymore. Where is the development time going to? It just honestly boggles my mind that they cancel PvE, yet there's no indication that would have even made sense, because the game still gets so little attention. Like I said, 2 balance patches every 2 months. How can you only release 2 patches every 2 months and you're not even working on PvE? I don't understand why people want to give a game their time like that when the game's not giving you the effort back. And I'm sorry, but their excuse they used, that it's because making a skill tree for every single hero was too much of an undertaking. Yeah, I can agree to that. I know how difficult that could be. But at the end of the day, if they really had desires to release PvE, they would have just made compromises and started with like 5 heroes or something, 4 heroes, like Borderlands does. I think the reality is that internally, there was no PvE, and it's been known that there was going to be no PvE for years now. If you go back and look at one of my older videos, I basically said this: the PvE was going to get canceled, and then we were just going to get archive type missions. That's exactly what happened. Blizzard just went too long without teasing anything. And that either means one of 2 things. The game is not actually going to happen, or the game is so far out into the future that it might as well not even exist. And it looks like that's what the case is here. It might as well not even have existed, because it doesn't exist anymore. And now we'll get PvE missions, season 6 and season 7. There is no mention of story mode. So it will probably be 2024 before you see more story. So yeah, imagine watching 1 episode of a show, or 2 episodes, and then you can't watch any more episodes for another 4 months. Sounds like a pretty awesome show, doesn't it? At the end of the day, as much as I loved Overwatch, and as much as I enjoyed it, I just hope people stop playing it. But I don't think that's going to happen, because Overwatch is a fun enough game that people will still keep playing it. I mean, what's the point at this point? There's no future for the game. There's no PvE. That was the future of the game. That was what was going to make this game relevant again. It's like, it's what was going to bring everyone back in. It was basically going to be like Destiny or Borderlands, but with PvP. But yeah, that's all I got to say. I mean, I could go on, and like I would never run out of stuff to say, just because how disappointing it is. That's the reality of these businesses. It's all about the shareholders. It's all about the money. That's just how it goes.